Listen, this is urgent. You don't have hours. You don't even have minutes to ignore this. I am speaking to you, yes, you, the one whose heart has been hurting, the one your mother prayed for, the one your loved ones worry about, the one heaven has been watching closely. I am Archangel Michael, sent by God to deliver this warning and this promise. You are standing on the edge of the greatest blessing of your life. It is so close to you that the air around you is already shifting. But hear me, if you turn away from this message now, the blessing will slip from your hands. God has seen every silent battle in your heart, every broken prayer you whispered when no one was there. He knows how the noise of life has pulled you away from His voice. But right now, this moment, heaven is calling your spirit to attention. This blessing is not for everyone. It is for the one who listens, the one who obeys, the one who acts when heaven speaks. You must move in faith today, not tomorrow, not later. The window is open now, and windows from heaven do not stay open forever. When you ignore God's voice, your heart hardens, and the path that was open begins to close. The same warning echoed through history. Adam and Eve lost paradise when they listened to another voice. The Israelites wandered for 40 years because they turned away. Saul lost his kingdom when he disobeyed. These are not stories, they are mirrors. They show you what happens when heaven speaks and a human heart hesitates. Do not hesitate. Not now. Not today. Your blessing is prepared. Your breakthrough is already formed. Your name is on it. But it requires your obedience in this moment. Listen to God. Move with God. And the blessing meant for your life will finally reach you. Listen to me. Right now, this moment, you are closer to the blessing than you have ever been in your life. Closer than you can imagine. But heaven needs your heart ready. Doubt is clawing at you. Fear whispers that you are unworthy. But hear the truth. God does not choose the worthy. He makes the willing worthy. Your faith is the key. Your obedience is the door. Not half obedience. Not delayed obedience. But trust that moves instantly, today, now, before this moment passes. I am not speaking to punish you. I am speaking because I love you. Because your mother's prayers, your family's tears, the cries from your own heart have reached heaven, and God has sent me, Archangel Michael, to guard you, guide you, and warn you. Ignoring this voice has consequences. When you delay, your spirit weakens. When you hesitate, fear grows. When you turn away, the enemy steps in. That is why heaven is speaking so loudly now, because your blessing cannot afford another delay. God's blessing for you includes peace that silences storms in your chest, strength that breaks every chain, and joy that glows even when your world grows dark. But you cannot receive what you are not ready to acknowledge. Open your heart now, not tomorrow, not later. The blessing is ready now, but it will not wait forever. The enemy is trying to distract you, confuse you, pull your attention away. But heaven is louder today. Listen, respond, move with confidence. Your breakthrough is here, right here, but you must clear the noise. Fear, pride, doubt, impatience. Let them go. Set them down. They are blocking what heaven is trying to give you. Come with a humble heart. Come ready to obey. This is where blessings begin. This is where chains break. This is where your story shifts. I am your Father who loves you, your provider who sees you, your Savior who calls you, and I am ready to pour blessings over your life that are greater than anything you have ever dreamed. Listen closely, heaven is still speaking to you. Your dreams are not too big, not too distant, not impossible. God can give you more than you've ever imagined, but you must do your part. When heaven speaks, Obedience must be immediate. Faith without action is not faith, it is hesitation, and hesitation closes doors. When God tells you to move, move. When He tells you to forgive, forgive. When He nudges your heart to pray, trust, give, or step forward, do it without delay. Your obedience is the key that unlocks blessings that have been waiting for you. Nothing is too hard for God. He can turn your entire situation around in a moment. He can restore what was stolen, rebuild what was broken, multiply what looked small, and breathe life into what looked dead. And understand this, blessings are not only money or success. Blessings are peace that settles your heart, healing that touches your body, restoration in relationships that once felt impossible to fix, joy that rises even in the darkest nights. These are the treasures heaven wants to fill you with. But today you must choose. Choose to listen. Choose to obey. Choose not to let distractions steal this moment. God is waiting to bless you beyond measure, but a hardened heart blocks the flow of heaven. Sensitivity to His voice opens it. When you disobey, you lose more than blessings. You lose peace, presence, and protection. Don't let that happen to you. Not today. Not when you are this close. Choose life. Choose trust. Choose God completely. He is faithful. He has not left you, and He never will. This is a final call in this moment. Heaven is speaking one more time. Do not walk past this voice. The greatest blessing of your life is one decision away. Open your heart. Say yes. Yes to His voice. Yes to His blessings. Yes to His love that has been chasing you since before you were born. Your best days are not behind you. They are waiting ahead of you. God has prepared a table for you in the presence of every enemy, every challenge, every doubt. He is your rock, your fortress, your deliverer. Something in the unseen has already shifted for your good. Now get ready, because what is about to enter your life will be unlike anything you have ever experienced. Listen now. There are only minutes left, not hours, not tomorrow. Hear me with your whole heart. I speak to you directly. You whose mother prayed through the night, whose sister held you when you cried, whose loved ones keep hoping for your victory. I am Archangel Michael, sent by God, and I bring a divine verdict and a sacred invitation. A decision has been made for your life. A turn for the better has already begun, and it starts today. You are standing at the threshold of a blessing beyond what you have dared imagine. The air around you is changing. Something large, something holy, is entering your life right now. But this is urgent. If you turn away, hesitate, or harden your heart, the window will close. Minutes matter. Your obedience matters. Move when heaven calls. I know your doubts, your fears, the questions that keep you awake. God does not ask for perfect faith. He asks for a willing heart. Faith unlocked by action opens the doors heaven has held ready for you. When you are told to forgive, forgive. When you are told to step, step. When you are told to pray, pray today. Delay feeds the enemy. Immediate trust disarms him. Do not be fooled. Blessings are more than money. They are peace that stills storms in your soul, healing that restores your body, reconciliation that repairs what was broken, joy that outshines the darkest night. These treasures are prepared for you, but they require your yes. Say yes now. Say yes with your whole heart. I have already moved on your behalf. Forces meant to confuse you have been dealt with. A decree has been signed in the heavens. Your name is written with favor. This is not coincidence. This is intention. You were brought here for this moment. The waiting is over. The matter is resolved. What follows is a great blessing. Lay down pride, fear, doubt, and impatience. Set them down before the throne. Come humble, come ready to obey. When you do, God will pour out goodness beyond measure, restoring what was lost, multiplying your work, preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies. This is the final call for this hour. Do not pass by the voice that has been chasing you since your beginning. Open your heart, answer now, and receive what heaven has prepared. Your best days start today. Amen. Listen carefully, this is urgent. You do not have hours. You do not have more days. Heaven is speaking to you right now in this moment because your turning point has arrived. You feel tired. You feel overlooked. You feel like life has taken more from you than it has given. But hear me, my beloved child. The God who formed you, the one your mother cried out to, the one who guarded you when no one else saw, has watched every step of your journey. And I, Archangel Michael, have been commanded to speak this truth over your life. You have reached a divine turning moment. Yes, there is opposition. Yes, forces tried to block the path God designed for you. But heaven saw your endurance. Heaven saw the strength of your spirit when others only saw your struggle. And that is why God is acting now. This is not mere information. This is a heavenly declaration. The waiting has ended. The stagnation has ended. The silence has ended. But to receive what is coming, you must be spiritually awake, alert, and ready. Because when you receive God's message with faith, real faith, He begins moving instantly on your behalf. You felt it in your spirit before you heard it with your ears. You sensed something had ended. And you were right. But what ended was not your journey. It was the attack against you. The battle broke. The chains snapped. The lies lost power. Every lie spoken about you. Every obstacle that drained you. Every attack meant to weaken you. It is finished. Heaven has decided in your favor. The enemy tried to trick your mind, telling you God's silence meant abandonment, that delays were rejection, that being unseen meant you were unworthy. But hear the truth from heaven itself. Your problem is solved. Your case has been decided. Your next chapter is already written, and it is full of peace, joy, abundance, and divine protection. God didn't forget you. He didn't overlook you. He didn't change His mind about you. He was setting the stage for the blessing that begins now. Hear me, my child. Listen now, because this is a moment heaven has waited for. You wondered if I said no, but I never said no. I said, not yet, not to punish you, but to prepare you, to strengthen you, to stretch you, to make you ready for something far greater than what you asked for. What I am releasing into your life now will free you from everything the enemy tried to steal, block, or break. You cried in secret, but heaven saw. You smiled for others while your heart trembled inside, and heaven felt every shake of your soul. You gave when you were empty. You loved when you were hurting. You pushed forward when quitting seemed easier. And now heaven is fixing everything. But hear this truth few understand. When I end a case, when I rule in your favor, the enemy intensifies the fight. Why do spiritual battles get hardest right before blessings? Because what comes next is powerful. Because the enemy knows he is losing you. Because your breakthrough is minutes away, not months. Every tear you shed alone, seen. Every silent breakdown, witnessed. Every pillow soaked in frustration, held. Every moment your hands shook from the stress of carrying what felt too heavy. I was beside you, strengthening what you couldn't see. You never noticed me look away, because I didn't. I stayed through every night when no one else even knew you were struggling. I guarded your spirit when the weight of life tried to crush it. You had every reason to quit. You had every excuse to collapse. But you didn't. You kept walking. You kept breathing. You kept whispering prayers even when you wondered if I was listening. And I was. Every time. Every inner war. Every private battle. Every hidden wound. They became a holy memorial before me. A record of your endurance. A testimony of your faithfulness. A fragrance that rose to heaven drop by drop. You didn't know it then, but each moment of pain you poured out became a seed in my hands. And now, my child, it is harvest time. Listen, my child, listen now because heaven is moving quickly. Minutes matter in this moment. You held on when you had nothing left to hold. You stayed standing when your heart had every reason to fall. That level of endurance is not common. That kind of faith is rare. Only those chosen for the next wave of my divine success carry a spirit like that. You don't realize it, but you were being watched. Not by people, by angels. In those dark rooms where you cried alone, angels stood beside you. Every time you whispered my name through trembling lips, the atmosphere shifted. Demons backed away, not because you felt strong, but because you surrendered. Your willingness to let go and trust me terrified the enemy more than any shout could. You outlasted what tried to break you. You outlived what tried to drain you. And now everything is changing. The chapter where you cried alone is ending. A chapter of divine transformation is beginning. Where there were no promises, I am planting new ones. Where you were sad, you will stand amazed. Where you felt abandoned, you will overflow with purpose. I am not blessing you out of pity. I am blessing you because your heart is finally ready. The world measures progress by noise, numbers, and applause. But I have been measuring your spirit, your purity, your persistence, your faithfulness in silence. You stayed when you had no plan. You moved forward when others walked away. You chose me when you felt nothing but pain. And now, everything that happened behind the curtain, every tear, every prayer, every lonely night, is about to be revealed on the stage of my mission for your life. Yes, I want your rise. I want your influence. I want your voice heard. But I also want my glory seen through you. This is the moment where I begin undoing everything that looked permanent. This is where the never becomes now. This is where impossible shifts into alignment. It begins right here, in the same place where you once sat silently, wondering if I remembered you. Yes, my child, I remember. I have never forgotten you. Not for a single second. Even when it looked like there was no way, heaven was preparing one. Listen, my beloved. This is urgent. Your next hour, your next breath matters. You were holding on to nothing, yet you kept standing. That kind of strength is rare. That kind of faith is seen only in those chosen for a greater wave of glory. You thought you were alone in those dark rooms, but angels, yes, real angels, stood beside you. Every time you whispered my name with tears in your eyes, heaven shifted. The demons fled not because you were strong, but because you were willing to surrender when you had every reason to break. You had more endurance than the darkness chasing you. That is why everything begins to change today. The lonely corners where you once cried are now being filled with divine movement. Promises are being planted in places where you once felt forgotten. You will soon stand amazed in the same places that once made your heart ache. I am not lifting you because I pity you. I am moving because your heart is finally ready. While the world measured you by noise and numbers, I measured you by purity, persistence, and the quiet battles you fought when nobody was watching. You stayed when you had no plan. You kept going when everyone else quit. And now everything that took place behind the curtain is about to be revealed on the stage of my mission. Where you once sat in silence wondering, God, do you remember me? Hear me clearly. Yes, I never forgot you, not even for a second. You felt like there was no point, but I saw the war inside your soul. It hurt you to feel the quiet, yet you still chose me. Like a child reaching for a mother's hand in the dark. Voices begged you to stop believing, to protect yourself from disappointment, but you held on anyway. Not blindly, courageously. Your breakthrough was born in the battlefield between fear and faith, logic and obedience, self-preservation and surrender. You had no idea you were walking through a test that very few ever survive. You trusted my words above your own feelings. You worshipped your way out of fear. You did not eliminate anxiety. You overcame it by choosing me even while trembling. This is what separates the rare ones from the many. You didn't follow me because it was easy. You followed me because you knew I was good. Now hear me. When you decide fully to depend on me more than your emotions, this test ends. I am waiting for your response. Declare it with certainty in your soul. Your test is almost over. What I have for you is closer than it has ever been. The enemy tried to confuse you, but my decision stands. My love stands. My plan stands. And today, yes, today you will finally understand why I let you walk through the fire. Because you were never alone. Because your heart was stronger than the storm. Because you, my child, are chosen. Listen closely, my beloved, this moment matters. What you understand in the next few minutes can shift your entire destiny. The enemy tried to hide something from you. He is not afraid of your past. He is terrified of your future. Every delay, every setback, every heartbreak, every closed door, none of it was random. The moment he saw the impact I destined you to carry, he panicked. He saw the light in you long before you saw it in yourself. He knew your role in my divine plan, so he launched a strategy to drain you, distract you, and break your spirit. His strongest weapon has always been confusion. He whispered lies into your mind, quiet, poisonous lies. You don't deserve good things. Your prayers go unheard. It's too late for you. But hear me now, my child. None of it was true. Not then. Not ever. This is the truth. The enemy fears the day you stop trusting your emotions and start trusting me. Because the moment you do, everything shifts. Hardship came to make you doubt what I had already signed in heaven on your behalf. Yet they were stunned to watch you stand firm. Yes, you were wounded, but you kept going. Yes, you cried, but you didn't quit. Even when others turned their backs, the road I carved for you stayed open. And because of that faith, quiet, trembling, but real, I decree this season has come to an end. You are stepping into a new moment, a new hour, a divine turning that cannot be reversed. You, my beloved, are stepping into what the enemy feared most, your awakening. Listen to me, my beloved, these next moments are holy. What I speak now is for today, for this hour, for this very heartbeat of your life. The struggle is over. What looked suppressed is being released. What felt hidden is being revealed. There is no more confusion. This means something powerful, my child. I have already chosen the moment your new journey begins, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what I have ordained. But I ask this of you now, in this urgent hour. Hold a clear heart. Stand with firm resolve. Trust me with a faith that does not shake. Uncertainty may whisper, but you do not have to receive it. Because the instant you declare, I trust God more than my emotions, My power floods your life. This is not just a feeling. This is a shift in the spirit. This is the hour where you step out of the fog and into clarity. Right now, yes, right now, my kingdom is undoing everything the enemy twisted. I am pulling you away from fear and into purpose, away from confusion and into divine alignment, away from hesitation and into destiny. Speak it, affirm it, receive it, because when you declare my truth, the chains of uncertainty begin to crumble. The fog dissolves. The lies lose their voice. Hear me, my precious child. Everything has already been decided in your favor. Even in the silence, I am working. Even when you feel small, my abundance surrounds you. Even when others walk away, I draw closer to your heart. My plan is never delayed. You stand in the exact moment I prepared for you. Not a second late. Not a step behind. This is your hour. This is your turning. This is your release. My beloved, listen, because this moment is urgent. Heaven is moving now, and your heart must move with it. When life feels heavy, do not doubt what I spoke to you in the light. Speak boldly. Stand bravely. Let your confidence rise higher than your fear, because every word you speak in faith becomes a signal to heaven that you trust me. You are stepping into a future I have already secured. The road ahead is not a maze for you to figure out. I have cleared it, blessed it, and marked it with my own hand. Your part is simple. Follow my whisper, follow my peace, follow the stillness I place inside your heart. Never believe that your past decides your future. Your past prepared you, but I define your future. My word, my will, my promise over your life. Everything you endured shaped you so you could carry the weight of this next season without breaking. Now you will see opportunities you once walked past. Now you will receive blessings that once would have overwhelmed you. Now you will stand firm where you once shook. Open your heart, my precious child, not just to receive, but to become the person I created you to be. This is not a temporary relief. This is a new reality, a permanent shift, a sacred turning point crafted by my own hands. You have come so far. I saw the hunger in your heart. You listened, you waited, you sought me, and I honor the devotion you showed me in secret. Now hear me clearly, my beloved. You are standing in the very season I spoke about. This is the divine alignment. This is the door I prepared. This is the hour where waiting ends and breakthrough begins. Step forward without fear, without hesitation, because I, the Lord your God, have cleared the way. My beloved child, listen, because heaven is moving in this very moment. The door I opened is standing before you right now, and I am calling you to step through it without delay. Minutes matter. This is holy timing. Many turn back at the edge of their blessing. They grow tired. They become distracted. They walk away just as heaven is about to pour out what was promised. Do not surrender what you have already won in the spiritual realm. Your faith, your agreement, your willingness to receive. These are the keys that unlock the fullness of what I prepared for you. Let this message echo through your spirit. Let it settle in your bones. Let it awaken what was sleeping. I am not done speaking to you. I have more direction, more wisdom, more divine strategy for the path ahead. Seek the next word I have prepared. Share this light with those who are crying out for their own breakthrough, for I have chosen you to help awaken others. My child, feel my hand wrapped around yours. Feel my protection surrounding your life like a shield. Feel my love filling every empty space you once carried alone. Walk forward in peace, but understand the urgency. Reject this message, and you turn away from what heaven has placed in your reach. Obey it, and you will receive not only what I promised, but more than you asked, more than you imagined, more than you believed was possible. I am God Almighty. I love you deeper than your heart can hold. This blessing is your inheritance. Take it now with faith. Amen.